Aloha, this is Kim. Welcome to my channel, Eye in the Sky. So I wanted to do a recording of a Happy Meal share for you today. And this is a bunch of goodies from my friend Joanne over at Junk Journal Joanne on YouTube. And I will link her channel in the description box of this video. She did send me these goodies back in December of last year, 2025. So yes, I still am trying to get caught up on a lot of my recording. And so I appreciate your patience with me as I do that. The end of the year kind of got away from me. We did travel to visit our girls, our three daughters, and our grandkids that live in Vegas now. And so that was really nice to be able to see them over the holidays. And then January, work and home stuff just kind of took my breath away, and just really trying to get back on track. And so picking up the pace slower than I would have wanted to, but in the end, I'm gonna get caught up here, so don't you worry. And so thank you for being here. So this is a box of goodies that I have already been through, as you can see, but I wanted to kind of keep it together because I knew I was going to do a share, and I've been really anxious to use some of the things that are in here. So of course that was also motivation for me to get my butt in gear and do this share video. So Joanne did write a note to me, and this is like the tower of things that are gonna fall soon, but she wrote a note to me on this paper bag, which I will save, of course. And it was such a nice note. She is just basically thanking us for including Spencer in our family's Thanksgiving celebration. Her son Spencer, if you follow her channel, you know, Liz is living here in Hawaii. So her and her husband come to visit her quite often. And so that's really how we were able to meet in person, not once but twice now, which is really nice. And he did come, and I have to give him credit for that, because walking into a whole situation where you don't know anybody, and it's a it's a holiday and things like that, a major holiday for us. And but he was so pleasant and easy to talk to, and just wonderful young man. And so we were very happy to have him with us on that day. In this package, she includes a little jasmine journal here. So that's the first thing I want to go through. But let me move these things over so a little bit of unobstructed view of everything anyway. I think I just lost something there. I will grab that later. Okay. Anyway, getting back to this. Sorry about that. Let's zoom in. And then... Ooh, that's too much. Okay. So Joanne and I have been getting to know each other. She knows I like jasmine, and I like Aladdin for that reason. And let's see. I know she used, so this is obviously flashcards, so learning cards. And she used the box to make the journal, which is so creative. It is a one signature journal, as you can see here. And just, when you get these junk journals and you can see the little frilly things hanging out of the edges, it's already so inviting, and it's going to be something special. I love the papers that Joanne used in this. A lot of little scrapbook papers, flower stickers, notepad paper, and then little tuck spots, little pockets with all the cute ephemera. Love that. Oops. Okay. And then I've got, I just love the way that Joanne, she has sent me things before, and I enjoy the way that she uses different things that I never thought to use. I am relatively new to junk journaling. I just kind of started at the beginning of last year, and just watching a lot of other creatives on YouTube and what they do, how they create ephemera and fodder and things like that. And just really love the way that Joanne and others incorporate, use the paper to make the pockets, and and just little tuck spots and things like that with washi tape. Just so simple, but also very decorative, and it's so pretty. And it really is about the, the papers, the little embellishments that we're using that make it so special. It's like an index card. Oh, and I saw this technique too. I did watch someone do this where you take a piece of tape and you put it on the book page. And then of course, when you bring it up, it has, that page on top of the tape. The ink at least gets on top of the tape. So that is really cool. And then stamps. See, I would never have thought to use older stamps. That's a great way to do it. So cute. I like this little detail here. And that of course was the middle of the signature. And then just, little, this is an embossed piece of paper. She made that into a pocket. Tags. And again, I mean, this was an envelope, looks like, and then just making that a tuck spot. Is that a tuck spot? No. And then just, again, embellishments are the deal, right? When it comes to junk journaling. And I just love it. Love it. So cute. And it's just a little tiny journal, but it's a perfect one. Fits in your purse. You can, take down some notes about different things. And so that is so cute. And of course, you've got the butterfly paper on the back. So I'll put that there and then start tucking into some of these things. So then what Joanne does too is she will, that was some things that fell, don't worry. She will include, this is probably a pouch from the Dollar Tree. We do not have Dollar Tree here in Hawaii, of course, sadly. But she did do some journals sold some journals on her Etsy, in her Etsy shop, and a Christmas journals that included the pouch. And so I can tell that this is from that. And then in this little pouch is a tiny Webster's dictionary. And it says self-pronouncing. And then it has these really great pages. Nice, what do we call it? Weight of paper in this dictionary. And then just really would be really cute on little ATC cards, things like that, or any kind of tag, with the background page as a background, a book page as a background. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. And then we've got this sewing pattern. Hold on one second while I try to scoop up the little things that fell. I am in a new craft space, so I'm still trying to organize it a little better so it suits my needs. So there are 2 patterns actually in here, 2 sewing patterns, and junk journalers, we love this, right? Because you can actually fussy cut out the images of the people on the front of the sewing pattern packaging and use those as tags, or you could use the whole page as a page, the whole front of the packet as a page in a journal. And of course, the sewing patterns themselves can be used as well. So love this. This has got to be the 80s, right? So let's see. 1984 and then 1986. So perfect. Okay, and then there are these gems. And Joanne knows that I love blue. Blue is my hue. And so any hue of blue I love. I am most drawn to, of course, the darker blues, but I am all game for baby blue as well. So it's going to be nice to have these. Some of these are small enough to use in like a shaker card. And then, of course, these other ones that can be used on a dangle for a charm. And then she did include this little flip book of friendship quotes. And as you know, if you've been following Joanne, she does like to end most of her videos with a quote. And so this is always nice to have, because sometimes, you know, we want to be able to see something. This is one of those flip books where I could put this on my desk, which I am going to do. Now that I've shared it, I'll probably take it to work so I can see it every day. And then you just flip through, because sometimes we just need a little pick-me-up. And, you know, there's always nice things to say about friends, of course, and just wonderful art in this particular flip book. And it tells you who, of course, was the originator of the quote. So I love that. I am going to put this on the side so I can actually put it in my work bag. And then, let me take a sip here. And then there is this pouch of goodies that I will take out and see if I can not mess them up. I don't know, Joanne, if you put this in my package, or maybe perhaps I might have, because I did order some things from Ranger before the holidays, and so maybe this was me. Anyways, that is just a Ranger card with all the Distress Oxide, Distress Ink products from Tim Holtz. I will put that on the side. Just little, of course, pieces of paper to use for ephemera that we love. You know, you got the doily. I love doilies. I want to attempt to coffee dye or tea dye some doilies. I have some other ones besides these, and see how I do with that. I'm always a little afraid because I just fear for the paper, right? But people do it all the time. I see them in flip throughs of journals from other creatives on YouTube. So it should be okay. 100%. And it's blue. Not great. Oh, it's a blue jay. I also love birds. She knows that. Little birds. The big birds kind of scare me. You know, the eagle, the vulture, those big birds that could probably pick up small animals and take them away. They scare me. But the little birds like this, I can handle. And then just little cut apart cards like this, probably from scrapbook paper, that, as you know, is going to be so helpful to have in a journal. And then these pieces, love this. Looks like library card background, you know, with the flowers on top. Typewriter. I'm just gonna put these down quickly here. Lots of blues, as you can see, all the different hues, different ways to oh, look at this. Huh. Like a name tag. I love that. Banners, stickers. Oh, this is really pretty. Vellum. This is a hummingbird. Love hummingbirds. I love cardinals. More cut aparts from scrapbook paper. Love this. Ooh, and I love double-sided papers too. Tags. Little bits, pieces to use. Oh, here's a fun cut apart with birds on it. There's a tag. Love that. Good things come in small packages. And so this is ephemera. It looks like that she already made. So that's wonderful. You know, just little cut aparts. And you can decide, you know, obviously which side to use. Sometimes it's difficult. I'm always frustrated when they do paper with where both sides, when it's double-sided and both sides are beautiful. How do you decide? I guess you gotta buy more than one of that type of paper, right? This is such a pretty tag. Love this. Love, love, love. Some playing cards. Oh, and this one with the little images there. And then this is a regular plain card cut into a heart shape. Clever. Love love these. The fussy cut images. Ooh, cupcake, big cupcake. Such pretty paper. Look at this. There's always one annoying piece left over, right? When we're trying to put something together. Here's some of the flashcards from that Jasmine deck. So that's nice. Nice to have. I can include those. More ephemera that she made. Some fussy cut birds. And other ephemera she made. And that is the blue ephemera, or mostly blue and birdie. Blue and birdie. You know, sometimes when you are making these videos and then sometimes words fail and sometimes other words that you wouldn't normally say just kind of find their way into your speech. So always fun. Okay, and then let's see here. Okay, ooh, and then we've got this really nice looking pack of cards and paper. Put this somewhere that's not gonna fly away. Okay. So note cards and envelopes are always nice to have. This is really a pretty image though. I can see putting this in a frame actually, and it's a blank note card, but I love this image. It's so pretty. Put that in a frame and put that in your bathroom or something. And then it feels like a postcard thickness, but love the imagery here. So that's going to be really nice. Okay, let's do it like this. All right. And then we've got, ooh, another hummingbird here. Vellum hummingbird. Some of these things, of course, do not need explanation, but just obvious what I would use it for. This is a note card. Look how pretty that is. This envelope. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, sorry if I wasn't in frame. Sorry about that. Okay. Then we've got images from books. More note cards. This looks like the note card she used for the back of the Jasmine journal. Ooh, here's a pretty note card. The birds on it. Oh, this is a banner and it looks very tropical. Oh, bears. So cute. Look at the bear napkin. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, sorry if the lighting is weird. I am right by the window, and then sometimes the sun gets hidden by the clouds, and then it gets dark, and then it gets bright again. So apologies for the various types of lighting that's happening here. We've got that. Thinking of you today. Ooh, I remember this. Remember checks from Current? So these are cards with nice sayings on them and pretty flower pictures. Love that. These are beautiful. I don't know why I'm gasping, because I have seen these before. I already went through everything, but hey, I haven't looked at it in a while and they're just so pretty. These are going to be so beautiful on some ATC cards that I'm thinking of making. And pretty. Okay. I got this with the nest. Is that too? I'm sorry that I keep fiddling with the camera, but just trying to give you the best view. That came from a book page. The swan with her babies. Look at this pretty paper. That is pretty. I think this is, yeah, it's wallpaper. Pretty. This is from a book page. Caw said the crow. Coo said the doves. So cute. And then, whoa, look at this. It is a Disney Princess special, Animal Friends, featuring Jasmine on the cover. Oh, but this is beautiful because I've been fussy cutting out princesses here. because I have a whole bunch of little golden books that I need to make journals of. A lot of Cinderella. Why is it that there's so many Cinderella little golden books, different versions too, right? Different editions. This is so cute though. Look, more Cinderella. And you've got Merida. Well, you've got all the princesses here, and they're all in riding clothes. Oh, and then how cute is this? Has all their horses. I don't even know the names of the horses. Buttercup. I didn't even know they all had names. Cinderella. So cute. Oh, here's a good picture. This is a great image of Jasmine. You've got the Beast. Yay. Oh, look at Belle. Got Pocahontas. I love this. Oh, look at these little images. Straight away, you can fussy cut those out. And then there you go with Jasmine. Love. You got Tiana. Mulan. Perfect. I love Disney princess things. Okay, so let's put that on the side here. Well, we're moving along pretty well. Okay, let me put this. I'm going to put this back in the sleeve because if I don't, things are gonna get separated before I have a chance to sort through and put them in the right places for ephemera. Okay, so let's put that there. Okay, so let's take this out. Ooh, okay. Wow. Okay, so these are pieces of paper. Okay, let me start doing this again with, I'm gonna zoom in a bit. You know, just the pieces. From a calendar, I think that's a good idea. And this looks like ephemera that she might have made because I can feel the edging of that. That is so beautiful. More stickers. Again, I don't know why I'm gasping. I did see these, but what a nice surprise to see them again. Okay, so beautiful. More of these. Oh my gosh. So excited. More Disney princess stickers. Yes. And then more bits and pieces. Love, love, love. And then this is definitely ephemera that she made. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. I love it. I'm going to use that in my journals. And then, or one of my journals. I like the blue of this paper. Look at how pretty that is. That looks like wrapping paper. And some frames. Always good to have frames. You got some nice vellum. Oh, sorry about that. Set the design in there. And then some Christmas cards with birds. These are pretty. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. This is probably a cut apart from a page. Another frame. Yes, definitely cut aparts. Love. Lion King. I do have a bunch of Lion King books too. Pocahontas. Oh, upside down. Oh, it's a bunny with a church scene. Let's see what this is. Sunshine Garden Children's Center. How pretty is that? Oh, could use that in the springtime or Easter books, journals. Ooh, that's cute. Can color that in. More frames. This is a good idea, right? And then some more stamps to color in. That's fun. Love that. This is from a calendar, but how pretty is this image? Oh my gosh. Friends. Some Christmas scrapbook paper. Let's see if it's double-sided. Yes, it is. Again, see this? How am I going to decide which side to use? Oh my gosh. And then geese, swan, and some really cute punch outs, some sayings, some sentiments, and some more punch outs for a really good spring album. And the Old Farmer's Backyard Bees and Butterflies Almanac. Nice. Joanne likes bees, and so she has a copy of this one, or maybe she didn't see the bees. But there's some bee image, really good images here. Is a cardinal, of course. That's my favorite, a hummingbird and the cardinals. So this is gonna be fun to use. Different images here. Butterfly, dragonfly. Oh, that's gonna be fun to fussy cut. Okay, so that was in this packet. So let's get that on the side here. And again, bear with me as I tuck this in, because again, I don't want to lose bits and pieces. I want to be able to put everything in the right folder, so when I'm looking for it later, I know where to find it, instead of saying, where is that, those bird stickers that I know I got from Joanne. I need to put it in the right places. Okay. And then she gave me just there's some loose things here. Look at this, that's so cute. Okay, so got a Christmas play pad. So that's fun. Little Christmas images. These would be so great, right? To tuck into an envelope in a Christmas journal, or use them as pages themselves, like folded in, you know. So cute. A lot of different images here, and puzzles. It's a activity book, so definitely gonna be able to use that. That's so cute. Christmas play pad. And then there is a bag of goodies, another bag of goodies, I should say. So many great things, Joanne. Thank you. And then you've got, that looks like a cupcake. Okay, let's get closer now. And let's see, we've got a pineapple and these tropical flowers, a monstera. Oh, no, it's too big, too close. You know, just hello, so pretty. Love the colors too. And then little things here. Here's a clock. Whoops. These are blue things. This is me trying. Yep. I can totally relate to that. Telephone. Records. And then flower here. These are all great things to be used in journals, right? This little tea scene, the tea moment. And look at this. I want to say these, I don't know. They look like they're painted, actually. Did you paint these, Joanne? These are beautiful. Okay, so these were the little treats in my little goodie bag here. One of them, mini bags. And then we also got, a sleepy story. This is a cute little golden book. It's a first little golden book, so that's why they're so small in size. This is cute, and this is, let's see, Elizabeth Burrows and illustrated by Richard Brown, and this is from 1982. Cute little story. This is gonna make a great little journal. This is a good size for it. Lots of nice images too. Oh, it's animals. Okay, so we got that, and then we have this book club kit, and this includes, I guess if you're going to, you know, these were designed for people who were in book club, and then you could vote on the books you're gonna read. And different things. Okay, I need to see what is in this kit. Oh my gosh, it's not even, okay, it's not open. I don't know why I was thinking it was gonna be something that, you know, like was left over from she wasn't able to use everything, because, you know, I'm game for that too. Sometimes we can't use everything. And so I thought that's what it was. Oh, how cute is this? I am in a few book clubs, but of course, there's different ways that we do it. But look at this. Oh my gosh, those are bookmarks. These are bookmarks too. But it looks like little library, you know, when you borrow a little reservation book, that they don't do anymore. Maddeningly, they actually stamp directly onto the front end page, which is frustrating. And they don't use library cards anymore, which I wish they would, and put the pocket. No, they're just like stamping right onto a page now. And then here's where you would vote for a suggested book. So these are going to be good to tuck into a journal if I was making one for a book lover, which of course we know a lot of book lovers, right? And this is a little journal, like a little reading journal, which you can keep track of your books that you've been reading and rate them and put some notes for each. That is amazing. So that's a cute little kit. I feel like I've seen this somewhere, but I love that I can, I'll be able to use this in a very literary journal. How about that? Okay, so we already looked at this. We've got, you know, just some note cards here. And then we've got these little books. And, oh, is this a fleur-de-lis? And so cute. Little notebooks. These are perfect to carry in your purse too, to keep notes of things. Oh, this is so cute. Looking, I'm always looking for pockets. But this is sweet. I love this paper. I love the lemon moments, you know, like in the summertime, when that's my little home decor every year, basically, with the lemons. But so pretty. And then last but not least, I have got a stitch sticker activity pad, because of course, whoops, wrong way, I do live in Hawaii. We both, Joanne and I've been trying to find Moana and Lilo and Stitch things for her, so when she does her Hawaii journals, she can have those. But so cute that she was able to find this. These are cute stickers, because I was thinking about doing a Lilo and Stitch activity journal, and so these are cute to have. I love it. And these are great pages to tuck into a journal too, so that will be fun. Okay, so that is it. That I am so grateful to you, Joanne, for sending me all these goodies, and apologies for such a late recording about it, but I always want to, I'm so grateful for all of the creative people I've met in this community. And, you know, Joanna has really taken me under her wing and shown me a lot about, we've talked a lot about, you know, getting ready to sell and things like that, because I'm not quite there yet. But I have learned a lot from her. And again, I will link her channel below in the description box, so that you can definitely explore her page, because she does a lot of Dollar Tree hauls, other hauls too, you know, thrift hauls. But she does do a lot of junk journaling and sharing of different things that she's made. And so she's fabulous. Anyway, I thank you for being here with me today. And I I'm trying to, again, get back to my regularly scheduled, you know, weekly recordings, hopefully be able to drop a little bit more to get caught up. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Mahalo. And until we meet again, ahui ho.